Love is powerful, but not all love is the same. Some people fall in love because their heart is hungry, their emotions are loud, and their loneliness is echoing. Others fall in love because God is leading their spirit, shaping their discernment, and preparing them for a relationship that carries purpose. And the truth is, this emotional love feels intoxicating, but godly love feels grounding. Emotional love sweeps you off your feet, but godly love teaches you how to stand firm. Emotional love makes your heart race, but godly love brings peace that stills your soul. Many people pray for the right relationship, yet they follow their emotions instead of their spirit. They confuse butterflies with clarity, chemistry, with compatibility, and desire with destiny. But God never intended for you to build your future on unstable feelings. He wants you to build it on truth, character, and spiritual alignment. If you've ever asked yourself, how do I know if this love is from God or just from my emotions? You're not alone. Today, we're going to break down the difference. Because when you learn to tell emotional love from godly love, you stop chasing intensity and start recognizing what is truly meant for you. When you understand this difference, you stop falling for temporary connections and start preparing for the kind of love that lasts. Let's dive in. 1. Emotional love is driven by feelings. Godly love is led by the Spirit. Emotional love begins fast. It thrives on excitement, intensity, chemistry, and the rush of being wanted. It makes your heart race, your mind idealize, and your emotions exaggerate the connection. In emotional love, you fall quickly because it is rooted in desire, not discernment. And because emotions are unstable, this kind of love rises and falls with your mood, your fears, and your unmet needs. It feels strong in the moment, but it rarely has the strength to last. Godly love, on the other hand, moves differently. It's steady, not rushed. It grows with clarity, not confusion. Instead of clouding your judgment, it illuminates your spirit. Instead of pulling you into fantasy, it grounds you in truth. When love is from God, it aligns your heart with His peace, not with chaos, pressure, or emotional highs. You don't feel pushed. You feel guided. You don't lose yourself. You become more whole. Godly love doesn't rely on adrenaline or intensity. It is marked by spiritual confirmation, mutual growth, and the quiet but unmistakable sense that this connection draws you closer to who God has called you to be. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. If a relationship is truly from Him, peace will always accompany it, even when emotions fluctuate. 2. Emotional love seeks instant gratification. Godly love values patience and process. Emotional love wants everything now. It rushes, the connection accelerates intimacy, and chases the feeling of being chosen without taking time to understand who the person really is. When emotions lead you, want the relationship to move fast enough to calm your fears, soothe your loneliness, or fill a space in your heart. That urgency feels romantic, but it's actually rooted in emptiness, not readiness. Emotional love pushes you into promises your character isn't ready to keep. It makes you ignore red flags, skip healing, and sacrifice standards because the feeling is too strong to slow down. And when the emotional high fades, so does the relationship. Godly love, however, honors the process. It doesn't fear time because time reveals truth. It allows the connection to grow naturally, not forcefully. Patience becomes a form of protection, guiding you to build something stable, not impulsive. Godly love understands that true intimacy requires wisdom, trust, healing, and spiritual alignment, not just passion. While emotional love demands immediacy, godly love chooses intention. It values depth over speed, character over chemistry, and clarity over excitement. Love is patient. Love is kind. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Patience is not a delay. It is proof that love is rooted in God, not in fear. 3. Emotional love is self-focused. Godly love is sacrificial and others-focused. Emotional love often begins with the question, how does this person make me feel? It revolves around personal desires, feeling wanted, feeling admired, feeling secure. When emotions dominate, the relationship becomes centered on what you gain: attention, affection, validation, excitement. And when those feelings stop, emotional love quickly begins to fade. This kind of love becomes conditional. If the person stops meeting your emotional needs, your heart starts drifting. It is a love built on feelings, not foundations. Godly love, however, is different at its core. It asks, how can I love this person the way God loves me? It is selfless, not self-absorbed. It is willing to serve, forgive, support, and show grace even when emotions fluctuate. Godly love sacrifices pride, comfort, impatience, and selfishness, so the relationship can grow in truth and unity. It seeks what is best for the other person, not what temporarily feels good. While emotional love reacts, godly love chooses. While emotional love takes, godly love gives. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. Philippians 3. This is the mark of love, shaped by God. It reflects His heart, not just your emotions. 4. Emotional love is easily shaken. Godly love stands firm through trials. Emotional love feels strong in good moments, but it quickly unravels when life gets hard. A misunderstanding, a disagreement, unmet expectations, or moments of insecurity can make everything feel unstable. When the foundation of a relationship is emotion, then the relationship rises and falls with mood, stress, disappointment, or fear. Emotional love is fragile because it depends on circumstances staying comfortable. Godly love, however, is built to endure. It isn't destroyed by conflict, it grows through it. It doesn't flee when imperfections appear, it responds with grace, communication, forgiveness, and maturity. Godly love understands that trials are not signs to run away, but opportunities to grow deeper roots. It remains steady because its strength doesn't come from human consistency, but from God's character. This kind of love withstands pressure, discomfort, and emotional turbulence because it is anchored in truth, not feelings. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. 1 Corinthians 7:7. Emotional love gives up easily. Godly love fights with wisdom, humility, and commitment, choosing faithfulness even when the feelings are uncertain. 5. Emotional love seeks pleasure. Godly love seeks purpose. Emotional love is driven by excitement. It wants the spark, the thrill, the butterflies. It chases chemistry more than character, intensity more than intention. And while these feelings are real, they are not reliable foundations. When excitement fades, as it always does, emotional love begins questioning everything. It asks, why doesn't this feel the same anymore? Leading many into cycles of searching for the next emotional high, instead of learning how to build real partnership. Godly love, on the other hand, seeks purpose. It asks, is this relationship drawing us closer to God? Is it shaping us into who He created us to be? Purposeful love looks beyond temporary pleasure and focuses on long-term fruit, unity, growth, peace, and spiritual alignment. It chooses what honors God, not what gratifies emotion. Godly love values commitment over chemistry, direction over desire, and holiness over momentary happiness. When love carries purpose, it becomes steady, fulfilling, and life-giving. It transforms two individuals into a team working together toward God's calling, not just chasing feelings that fade. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Psalm 127:1. Conclusion. Emotional love may feel magical at first, but it cannot sustain the weight of a real relationship. It rises fast and collapses just as quickly because it depends on feelings beautiful but temporary. Godly love is different. It grows slowly, intentionally, and with purpose. It is shaped by patience, truth, character, and spiritual alignment. It doesn't just make you feel loved. It teaches you how to love. If you've been discouraged by relationships that didn't last, don't assume love has failed you. Many times it was emotional love, not godly love you were experiencing. Godly love takes time to appear because it requires maturity, healing, and God's timing to bring the right hearts together. When you learn to recognize the difference, you stop chasing intensity and start choosing intention. You stop looking for someone who excites your emotions and begin waiting for someone who strengthens your spirit. And when that kind of love arrives, it won't confuse you, rush you, or drain you. It will align with your purpose, honor your heart, and reflect God's character, steady, faithful, and unshakable.